I've always been good at reading people. Small tells, nervous tics, the way a smile can be just a little too perfect. It's a skill that kept me alive. And this morning, sitting at my sister-in-law Caroline's dining table for our monthly brunch, that skill was screaming at me. Jessica, my wife, set a cup of coffee in front of me, her smile sweet and effortless. Made you a special coffee, honey. I'm no expert, but I know how coffee should smell. This one had an undertone, faint, metallic. My gut twisted. I didn't react. Instead, I swirled the liquid, pretending appreciation. Jessica's eyes flickered just for a second. Across the table, Caroline lazily stirred her own coffee, pretending to be an outsider. But with these two, nothing was ever casual. For months, I'd been sick, nausea, stomach pain, emergency room visits, always after meals from Jessica or these brunches. Coincidence? Not this many times. So today, I had a plan. A subtle, deliberate bump of the table, enough to rattle the cups. Jessica's reaction was instant. Her eyes darted not to me, but to my cup. That told me everything. In one smooth motion, I switched our cups. Caroline sipped. Minutes passed. Then, her fingers trembled around the handle. She blinked sluggishly. I feel weird. Jessica stiffened. Maybe it's just the heat. Her voice was too light. Caroline rubbed her temples, her breathing shallow. I knew that feeling. I'd lived it. Jessica's hand hovered near her own cup, but she didn't drink. Oh, she knew. I leaned in, keeping my voice casual. What exactly did you put in that? Coffee, Jess? She flinched. Nathan, that's ridiculous. I gestured to Caroline, now gripping the table for balance. Strange coincidence, don't you think? Jessica sat across from me in the police interrogation room, her normally composed demeanor shattered. She looked smaller than I had ever seen her. Why? I asked, voice low, her shoulders tensed. Don't act like you don't know. I want to hear it from you. She exhaled sharply. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I scoffed. Oh, right. You only meant to make me sick, not kill me. That makes it so much better. Jessica flinched, finally meeting my gaze. Do you know what it's like to be invisible, Nathan? To work twice as hard and still be overlooked while you get everything so easily. So you poisoned me? I said, incredulous. I just wanted you to slow down, just enough for them to see me. I shook my head. You don't sabotage people you love, Jessica. She swallowed hard, hands trembling. And Caroline, is she stable? But she could have died. Jessica paled. She wasn't supposed to drink it, and I wasn't supposed to figure it out. But here we are. Do you regret it? She inhaled sharply. Getting caught? Yes. I laughed coldly. Of course. She squared, her shoulders. I should talk to my lawyer. I stood. Yeah, you should. Detective Morrison met me outside. We heard everything, he confirmed, flipping his notepad closed. We need more than just her words to make this stick. A search of our home unearthed a small black box in the kitchen, bottles of substances, a folded sheet detailing every dose, every reaction, every sickness she had inflicted on me. This isn't something you buy at a grocery store, Morrison muttered. A realization hit me. Jessica never planned on stopping. If I hadn't figured it out, would I have survived the next dose? The trial was a spectacle. The media latched on to the story. A husband poisoned by his wife in a slow, calculated attempt to destroy his career. The evidence was damning. Toxicology reports, secret recordings, her own meticulous notes. The jury took just 2 hours to deliberate. Guilty on all counts. Jessica inhaled sharply, her mask cracking. The judge sentenced her to 25 years without parole. I felt no relief, no satisfaction, just exhaustion. Afterward, Caroline approached me outside the courthouse. I don't understand her. She had everything, and she threw it away. I sighed. Jessica convinced herself nothing she had was ever enough. You think she regrets it? I thought of the way she sat in the courtroom staring blankly. I don't know, but it doesn't matter anymore. 1 year later, I stood at the podium of a corporate event, addressing an audience that saw me as a symbol of resilience. Success isn't just about talent or hard work, I said. It's about integrity, about the trust we earn. Sometimes the biggest obstacles come from those closest to us. When that happens, we have two choices. Let it break us or let it fuel us. I paused, then smiled. I chose to rise. Applause erupted. That evening, my assistant informed me of a call from the Nashville State Correctional Facility. I didn't need to ask who it was. Want me to tell them you're unavailable? She asked. I nodded. Yeah, do that. Jessica had taken enough. From me. My time. My trust. My peace of mind. I wasn't giving her another second. Later, over dinner, Caroline mentioned that Jessica had called her too, begging for an appeal. She swears she never meant to hurt you. Do you believe her? Caroline hesitated, then sighed. I think she regrets it, but not because she's sorry. She regrets getting caught. I nodded. Same. That weekend, I stood by the lake, scrolling through my saved messages. Jessica's texts, her manipulations, her pretenses of love. One by one, I deleted them. With each one gone, I felt lighter, freer. Jessica's choices were hers to carry now, not mine. And as I took one last look at the water, I smiled. Not because I had won, not because she had lost, but because, after everything, I had finally found what she never could, peace.